So to create this really pretty look, I'm taking inspiration from one of my fellow YouTuber friends that I've actually become very close friends with, even though she lives across the world from me. But she did a really gorgeous look that actually looks quite different than mine. Hers is so much better and so much prettier. But she did a really pretty look that I'm taking inspiration from. So if you guys want to go check out Style Karolina's channel, I will link her channel up in the eye, and I will also link her channel down below. I'm very bright. So you guys can go check out her video and her channel. Hers turned out so much better than mine, but mine's more like grungy and hers is more like pretty. But I hope you guys go check her out. She does awesome tutorials and she's amazing at makeup. So go watch her video after you watch mine. Hey guys, it's Ariana. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be playing around with the mini conspiracy palette. So if you live under a rock and you've never seen this palette before, it looks like this. It is this stunning palette that has a really pretty shimmer in it, some blues, some pinks, some purples. Just a mini controversy palette. If you're interested in purchasing this palette, it is still available on Beautylish. So if you go to beautylish.com, which is one of Jeffree Star's retailers, this palette is still available. So if you don't want to wait until March to get this collection, go on Beautylish, it's still available. But there is also talk in the last couple days of them taking out the Diet Root Beer color and then putting in the Put It Back color, so that unnamed green color that was in the videos, that when they were swatching the colors and they were creating the colors and everybody was like, holy shit, if that unnamed green color is not in the palette, I'm gonna fucking die. Yeah, they listened to us and apparently they are releasing a single shade of it, and they are also going to be putting it into the Conspiracy palette in March when they release again. So if you've already purchased the palette and you just want the single green color, then you can just buy the single color rather than purchasing the whole palette again, which I think is really awesome. I think that's a really good choice that they did, because a lot of people would have been upset if they had purchase this and then the only way to get that color would be to purchase it again. I would have been a little bit annoyed. So I am very glad that they are releasing just like a single shade, because that's probably what I will get. But without further ado, let's dive in. So this palette, honestly the colors in this palette really don't speak to me that much, other than the blues and the purple, because you guys know that I am a stickler for color. I love really colorful eye looks, and I've seen so many looks lately that have been the blue and the purple, so I feel like people are probably going to start getting bored with that as well. So, but I still want to play with this palette and play around with it, so I may, I don't know, I'll create a look. The first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to prime my eyes using the Jeffree Star concealer, the Magic Star concealer in the shade C2. And then once my eyes are all primed and good and ready to go, I am going to go in using the Prime Essence Primer. If I can figure out where I put it. Right here. So the Prime Essence Primer by the brand No Problem Primer. So this is Touch and Soul. So I'm just going to prime my skin really quickly. Then, because I have extremely dry under eyes, I'm going to go in using the No Problem Primer, just the primer, and I'm going to apply this on my problem areas. So this frickin' goddamn wrinkle that I got on my forehead and my under eyes, which are so goddamn crepey and creasy and annoying, and I hate them so much. This stuff smells so good. Love it. Alright. So now we can play with this palette. So I am gonna go into, I think I'm gonna go into Cancelled first, and I'm gonna put Cancelled all into my crease. So when I go into the palette, it has the same kick up as the Controversy palette had. It's quite a bit actually, and that usually means that it is very pigmented. So I'm hoping that this palette works just as well as the Conspiracy palette did. I will link that video in the eye if you guys haven't already seen it. I was very impressed with the big palette. I'm just gonna zoom you guys in. So going into my crease with the color Cancelled. So it is showing up like as a darker blue on me than it does look like it should be in the palette. So that may have just been because I had something on my brush, but cleaning my brush off right now, it's not showing that I have any color on it, so I don't know. It may just be the color that shows up on my skin tone. It's a very pretty blue though, so not mad at it. I am now gonna go in with the ColourPop concealer and just cut out my eyelid a little bit. Not really a cut crease, just kind of cutting out the eyelid just so that the colors pop a little bit more, just because that's what I like to do. I like laying my colors down over top of a base, and having a tacky lid just seems to work the best for me. So I'm gonna quickly cut out my eyelid. Just going back in with my blender brush, I'm just going to quickly fix anywhere where the concealer may have went a little bit too high, just with what was ever remaining that was on my brush. And now I think we're gonna do just kind of a pretty look on the eye. So I think I'm gonna do Flat Earth on the inner corner, so that is this white color, and I'm just going to flick it across my eyelid. So I'm gonna go in using the Luxie flat angled brush to go in with the Flat Earth color. I'm just going to put that right on the inner corner. It's like a very pale white blue color. It's pretty. Just bring it to about the center of my eyelid. Kind of unnoticeable though with the primer or the concealer that's already on. It's kind of just looks like I didn't really put anything down. So now we're gonna go in with the, I think we're gonna go in with Controversy, and we're gonna put that right on the center of this eye look. So Controversy is this purple, really pretty purple color, and I'm gonna put this right in the center of my lid. Going in with a little bit of purple and a little bit of Cancelled on the same brush. I'm just going to blend in that top area. So now on the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with the Simulation. So it is a shimmer color, so I'm hoping this works. And I'm just gonna put it on the outer corner and just kind of fade it into that purple. I'm gonna go into a little bit of Cancelled, just add that in. And then I'm gonna go back into the Cancelled color and just really bring out that color in the crease. Now I'm not really loving the color choice on the inner corner, so I think I'm gonna do what we did on the outer corner, just on the inner corner. So I'm gonna go in with the Simulation, and I'm just going to lay that down. Maybe not. All right, I think I have to wet this brush because this is the shimmer. It's not showing up over top of Flat Earth on a dry brush. So let's try on a wet brush. And now I'm gonna go back into that purple color and just re-intensify that purple because it seems to have disappeared a little bit. That looks a little bit better, so I'm gonna quickly clean up the outer corner and do the exact same thing on the other eye. Do my base because I'm not doing anything new, so you guys don't really need to see me do my base, and then we can come back to finish this eye look. Okay, so now that I have my full face of makeup on and we are ready to do the under eyes, I really want to go in and do purple for the under eyes because we have that spotlight of purple on the top, and I think it would just be really pretty just to have purple under eyes. So I'm going to go in with Controversy, that purple shade in the palette, and I'm just going to sweep that directly under the waterline and bring it up to where that my wing is, and just give it a little bit of purple right there, and then blend it back down underneath. I'm gonna go in with a small round brush, get the blue off a bit, go into that purple color, and just flick it up into my wing, and then connect it all. I think that's really fun and something different. Why not? And now for the inner corner, I want to go into my boyfriend's purse, which is that really pretty shimmer shade right here. It's really, really gorgeous. I've swatched it a few times and I really like it. And I'm just gonna pop that right on the center inner corner. See, it's not as blinding now. I was expecting it to be more blinding. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's just not as highlighting as I want. So I'm gonna pass on that one. And I'm gonna go in with, do I not have it out? I don't ever put my Jeffree Star highlight away. What the dick? So I'm gonna go into Glacier because it's like a bluey kind of highlight color. It's this one right here. And I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Still not highlighting enough. I'm gonna go into Ice Cold. There we go. I love Ice Cold so much. I'm gonna put Ice Cold into my brow bone. That is really fun and really pretty. So I'm gonna quickly go ahead and do some mascara and some water liners. So this is the Big Ego mascara I've been using just to use it up from Tarte. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't dislike it either. I tried out some mascaras from the drugstore recently that I got in a Influenster box and they were absolutely terrible. So it's making me appreciate this Tarte mascara a little bit more, but the Maybelline, or no, Covergirl Exhibitish, whatever, however you say that, terrible. They were absolutely dog shit. I hated them so much. I put them on and instantly was like, nope, these are shit. So didn't bother doing a look with them or anything because I really just didn't like them and stuff. Got them in the Influenster VoxBox for testing purposes. They send them out. If you are active enough on Influencer, they send you out box boxes. It can have products in it for you to try. So it can be makeup, it can be food, it can be random stuff. And they send it to you for testing purposes, and you're supposed to fill out a survey. At the end of the month, they'll send you a survey and then you fill it out, and you can review it on Influencer and you can review it on your social medias as well. And it's not mandatory to review it on your social medias, but if you like the product, give it a good review. I personally didn't like the product, so I didn't want to just shit all over them, so I just kind of was like, oh, okay, thank you. Did the first batch and reviewed it on Influencer, and then I just didn't really do a whole lot with them. But they look like this, and I really didn't like them. I also got a liquid lipstick from the brand Covergirl as well, and it's the shade Risky Business, and I didn't like it either. I don't know. I am not into lipsticks like this. It's not me. I prefer liquid lipstick. So I didn't like the product, so I'm not going really to go into depth on that and too much and such. But this is the finished look. I need to do some water liner. Let's do that. I really need to sharpen my pencils, so I'm just gonna use my liquid liner. And the last thing that I need to do to complete my makeup is smooth out my fingerprints and throw on some highlight. So I'm gonna go in using Ice Cold, my highlighter brush, and just highlight up this bitch. So pretty. Love Ice Cold so much. My nose is so itchy. Oh my god. Why? Toki! The inside of my nose always gets so itchy whenever I do makeup. I don't know why. So this is the finished look. I think it looks really pretty. I'm really impressed with the purple that's in this palette because I know that purple is pretty hard to do. It's one of those colors that is just like really hard to make apparently. I don't really know because I'm not a makeup person, like when I don't create makeup, but I hear that it is really hard to make, so I'm very impressed with the purple in the palette. The blues are really nice as well. I wasn't a big fan of Flat Earth, and then again my boyfriend's purse just wasn't really blinding enough for this look, so I chose to go with, again, Jeffree Star's Ice Cold instead, and I think this look turned out really pretty. I was going to use the eye light again, by the brand Tarte. I also have the eye lights from BH Cosmetics, so I'm going to do a comparison video for these two products in the future, but I just don't think it's really needed in this look. I think this look already looks pretty complete as it is, so I'm pretty impressed with this palette. I don't really have anything else to say on it other than I like the way that this look turned out. I think it's really fun and really colorful, and I really like the blue and purple, but I mean, at the end of the day, I do already have these shades in my makeup collection, so I didn't really need to purchase this palette. So if you haven't already gone out of your way to purchase this palette and you know that you already have shades in your makeup collection that look very similar to this, then it's not necessary that you need to go out and grab it. I just wanted both palettes because I wanted to support Jeffree and Shane, but at the end of the day I didn't really need this palette, but I got it anyway, so that's just the tea on that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for more content like this, and I will see you guys at the next video. Bye!